Okay, I am back here to talk about the last of the big three E3 press conferences, which that being Nintendo. So let's get to it. Nintendo started off with a little video of Miyamoto getting ready for the conference and little Pikmin's running around his dressing room. Oh man, I'm telling you, is there anything that guy does that it isn't cool? He goes on to talk about the Wii U and how great it is and how it's going to be the next logical step in the revolution of gaming. And with that being said, we finally get our first official video game announcement, Pikmin 3. And all I gotta say is, finally. It's been too long since the last one, and I'm ready to get my Pikmin on. Of course, with this presentation, we also got a little taste of a new type of Pikmin called the Rock Pikmin, which actually seems like they work like kind of like little mini battering rams. It'll be interesting to see how they function within the game world. But yeah, I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm ready for some more Pikmin. After a bit more talking about the Wii U, it was finally announced that the Wii U will now support two gamepads instead of one last year. And let me tell you, that was smart. The whole one gamepad thing, I'm sure would have left a lot of gamers out who wanted to use a gamepad as well instead of the old Wiimote thing. So yeah, two gamepads for the Wii U. Hopefully they'll give us like a separate price for the Wii U gamepad later on. So yeah, here's hoping for that. After that, they gave a little video detailing the final retail model of the Wii U gamepad. And I also find it interesting that the gamepad itself was actually black, so I guess they're getting a little jump on multicolored consoles, right out of the gate instead of waiting a bit longer than usual. Oh yes, next top was talking about the Miiverse, which I guess is going to take over their menu system. During the conference, they pretty much said right off the bat that the Miiverse is going to be the first thing you'll see once you boot up the console. And it seems that you'll be able to talk to, your friends through this particular interface, as well as you'll see other people's Mii's and like you'll see similar interests, and if you're playing the same games around the same time, etc., etc. It looks like an interesting concept. We'll see where they go with it or see if it becomes successful. But overall, there's really not much to say about it. With that, there was actually another new game announced, which was called New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U, of course. Seems to be like a more sleeker version of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and it looks interesting. I mean, I'm always ready to get some Mario on, and with the Nintendo console, like Mario is practically a necessity. So, yeah, it's nice to know they're giving one off right off the bat. Batman Arkham City was announced, of course. This time it's called the Armored Edition for the Wii U. Um, this presentation was actually showing off more of the functionality of the gamepad, with Batman doing a scanner, and you're able to select Batman's items through the gamepad. And yeah, it looks really sleek and smooth. I'm really interested in it. Yeah, it's definitely something worth checking out at least if you haven't already at least played Arkham City. Scribblenauts Unlimited announced. It's Scribblenauts in HD and it has a multiplayer mode. They haven't really showed much of the multiplayer mode, but hopefully they'll show more of that in the near future. Then they showed a pretty much a slew of third-party video games coming for the Wii U. Darksiders 2, Mass Effect 3, which was actually a pretty shocking to me. I did not know about that one. Tank Tank Tank, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Trine 2, Director's Cut, and Ninja Gaiden 3, The Razor's Edge, and Aliens Colonial Marines. As if we haven't already knew about that one. Wii Fit U was also announced. Pretty much an updated version of Wii Fit. Yeah, it's Wii Fit on the Wii U. That's pretty much all that can be said about that. And a new game was announced, Sing, for the Wii U, which pretty much seems like glorified karaoke. Yeah, so I guess it'd be an interesting game to play around with along with your party and friends. So who knows? Maybe you'll get a kick out of it. New Super Mario Bros. 2 was announced for the 3DS. It's a new Mario for the handheld, and I think that's always a good thing. More Mario the better. I mean, if nothing else, at least for the new generation of gamers that's up and coming. Paper Mario Sticker Stars announced for the 3DS. It looks good. I mean, it's typical Paper Mario fashion. Hopefully, it'll be more of a challenge than that Super Paper Mario game for the Wii. So here's hoping on that because Super Paper Mario to me really seemed pretty easy. So I'm hoping this next one will be more of a challenge. Luigi's Mansion 2 that has now been renamed Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It was pretty much like the same thing as the last time they showed this game off, but with more gameplay shown. And yeah, it's Luigi's Mansion. So for us fans of Luigi, we got our own game, a sequel to the old game. Castlevania Lords of Shadows, Mirrors of Fate, Epic Mickey, Power of Illusion, Scribblenauts, Unlimited, and Kingdom Hearts 3D was also shown a little video package for the 3DS. So, yeah, there you go. Like upcoming games coming up for the 3DS, like at least half of which we already knew about, but they gotta remind us, I guess. Lego City Undercover. You know, finally, Lego is actually showing an original title rather than a licensed one. And I gotta admit, this was pretty funny. I'm probably gonna pick this up day one. I mean, it seems to be a real trip. Just Dance 4. Yeah, next. Then there was like a nice little demo for Zombie U. And I have to admit, I'm liking it. They showed like a little sketty mode. You can snipe through the gamepad. There was also like a little zombification mode where you could put your face up to the Wii U remote and the game will like zombify your face. It was actually pretty funny. Reggie managed to run with that pretty well. I don't know. I don't know. It might have just been me, but it seemed like a bit more of a rail kind of thing. Here's hoping will be the case. And last but not least, which pretty much ended the E3 press conference, was Nintendo Land, which is pretty much like a theme park with the different sections, each running on the theme of Nintendo's first party. There was like Mario and Zelda. They didn't really show the Zelda one, but I hope they will. Luigi's Mansion, also in the park. Yeah, Nintendo Land seems to be something that's nice for the family or for the kids, and we'll see how it works out for them. I'm sure it'll sell like hotcakes, really. Um, so there you have it. Like, there's Nintendo E3. It was it was pretty much the funniest one of the three conferences. I will say this: it was a bit more lighthearted, but I think they was talking too much on the console, and not really show more of the games. Like a lot of the games were just kind of like here's like a little video package of them. But overall, the Wii U is actually shaping up to be a nice little console. Like, here's hoping it'll make a success. Um, I'll be doing a video later on showing my top 5 games out of V3 that I'm excited for. So stay tuned for that. The K3 Shadow out.